Boys and girls, today we are going to be making some recycled art. But what is recycled art? And what is spring? What would we find in a garden? Let's take a look. So, below you can see all of these beautiful rainbow colors in our rainbow garden. Right over here, there are so many different fruits and veggies and all sorts of different things that you can grow in a garden. If we were growing a spring garden, maybe we would have flowers, maybe there would be a stream, or possibly a fence. This is from Colonial Williamsburg, where Mrs. Stevenson would always go every year with her family. And one of the most treasured memories for Mrs. Stevenson, all the different flowers were in bloom right around spring break when we went near Easter. So this picture right here looks a lot different from this picture over here, depending on what time of year you go to different places. Let's keep moving forward. Recycled art. If you have ever heard this saying, another person's trash might be another person's treasure, we not only get to treasure someone else's trash, but we get to not be wasteful. We're going to be eco ranger artists. So if you take a look at this picture up in the left corner, this is basically showing us how you can create some really incredibly unique sculptures using materials that are from everyday objects. They are tin cans and different wires. There's caps. This down here is from an egg carton. Before you go scavenging in your recycling bin, make sure you check with mom and dad to see if that is okay. We're going to be creating a garden using those landscape principles that we have learned about. I love the way that these examples here not only show the mixed media, that means different materials, but also the collage. Collage is using lots of different materials that you put together to create your own picture. My One of my most favorite things to do, we got a little glue crazy over here, but if you are using overlapping materials, this cap is on top of this cardboard cereal box. You can create lots of depth. We know when we're looking at landscapes in our foreground, things can be a lot bigger and closer. In the background, things will get smaller. So my foreground would have really large details. My middle ground would have medium, and my background would have really nice and small details to show the viewer that it's really far away. Your goal to do our first art project is to imagine what your spring garden would look like. I want you to understand how artists can create art by using recycled materials. It might allow your mind to think about different things when you're seeing them around your house, what the possibilities could be if you were allowed to use them to turn them into a piece of artwork. You're going to become an eco ranger and start recycling. I know, especially with the pandemic, we have a lot of different practices where we have takeout and containers, but we want to make sure we're doing our part to make sure that we're not just making our environment a garbage pit. So we'll help by starting for this Earth Day, which is April 22nd. We're going to make the earth not just be because without art, Earth would just be eh. I cannot wait to see how you can create your spring garden for Earth Day this coming week. Make sure your materials that you're using, one, are approved by a parent or grown up at home, and two, are all awesome recycled creations that you can find just around a little trip in your recycling bin. I can't wait for you to admire your art, and I can't wait for us to admire your art as well. Have a great day.